Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the second episode of Let's Go Clubbin. I'm your host, Imani, and I'm so excited to have you back on the podcast today. Now, last week we had Program Council, and we had the President, Liam D'Souza, and Miss Emily Gonzalez join us for our first episode, and I'm so excited to introduce this week's guest, Muskan Kapoor. Hey, good to have you on.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, now first, before we begin, tell me a little bit about yourself.
So currently I'm a junior at Suffolk University. I graduate in May of 2026, and my major right now is financial wealth management. I'm president for Women in Business this year, which I'm really excited for.
Yeah.
And so far it's been going well.
Oh my gosh, perfect. I'm super pumped that you're here today. So I guess, where should we begin today? I guess we could start with why you joined Women in Business in the first place.
So I was looking for a space where I felt like I had a community to connect with regarding my interests, and I didn't really know those interests until I found Women in Business. I didn't know what I was looking for when I first found it, and I think a lot of young women that have joined the club this semester can relate to that. But it's basically a club where we just have a community full of like-minded women, I think, that want to further their career, and they use networking events and these workshops to just exploit every opportunity in the best way possible. And I never thought I would have this leadership role, but now that I do, I'm very excited to put the best foot forward and collab with many other groups across campus and just explore every opportunity we have.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so give me a little bit of a rundown on what it looks like to be a member of Women in Business, or what it looks like from your side. What do you do in your weeks to get ready for each club meeting that you have?
So every week, me and my e-board preparation, we do prep, and then as a member, I would say that every week we have one meeting, whether it's a workshop regarding interviews or resumes, LinkedIn. We did that a couple of those this semester. We've collaborated with the Career Center as well, but we've hosted a couple of events where we had a panel. We have a upcoming event where it's going to be a speed networking and mocktail mingle, where we have alumni coming in. So week to week it's different, but it's just opportunities to connect with other individuals. I think networking is kind of the main, not goal, but the main opportunity we present for our members. So that's what they can do. And then for our side, it's just prep work, communicating with other clubs, getting contracts out, getting the catering ordered, or grabbing the food, the drinks, whatever that case might be, getting the finances in order.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So
it's like you guys are running your own mini business, running Women in Business, which I think is really cool.
It's my first time running it, so I'm learning a lot as we go.
So far, so good.
Yeah, so far, so good.
So I know that you're a junior, so you're getting to that point in time in your academic and professional career where you're starting to look towards the future and what that means for you post-grad. How do you think Women in Business has helped you kind of prepare? What skills do you think it's giving you? I know that you do a lot of this, organizing the events and stuff, but could you tell me a little about those skills that it's given you?
Yeah, I think it's given me a lot of confidence in myself. I've been able to walk around knowing that I have the capability and skill to be a leader, and I didn't have that before. I've learned to collaborate with other individuals and learn to see things from other perspectives, whether it's an agreement or disagreement. I've learned to problem solve more efficiently and effectively, and I think overall, more than anything, I'm happy doing this. It's something I'm passionate about. I didn't know I was passionate about it at first, but I've grown to love this club like it's my child. So I think the most thing I can take out of it post-grad is just having a passion for having a community like such. And then if I become an alumni one day, which I will,
of course,
I'm going to come back for events, and I would love to lead the next group that becomes e-board.
That's so good. So I'm hearing a lot about community and collaboration, and I think one of the things that I really love about Women in Business is that it's a club where even if you're not necessarily a business major or studying anything in the business field, it's kind of a space where you can get together with other women who are working to better themselves and building a community of just supportive individuals working towards a better future for themselves and in turn each other.
No, I agree.
Could you tell me about that experience? I feel like that's something really cool and a little almost undervalued at times.
I agree. I think that the business school here offers a lot of opportunities to improve your resume and build a LinkedIn profile and learn how to do a mock interview. But law students or students from the art school, they don't have that opportunity, so this club presents that to itself. we've had a couple members that never have made a LinkedIn profile, make one from scratch. So I think that provides a really good opportunity across campus, where anybody that has the time on Tuesdays activities period, a little plug, to come by and just build themselves up. And if anybody wants to, they're more than welcome to send me my e-board or also the Career Center, their resume, their LinkedIn, anything to help them with their professional growth. I want to say that we help everybody across campus, but I do think it affects business students the most, just because networking is a huge part of their day-to-day life. But I think regardless, it would help everybody if they came to even one meeting a semester.
Wait, okay, so I didn't realize this. It seems like you have a couple of students that are from different areas of Suffolk, from the law school, from the art school. Tell me a little bit, is that a really big range? Do you notice that it's super heavily business students, or?
It's heavily business students, just because when I became president, I invited a lot of my business school friends to come by, so we've been starting to grow a little bit as a club as well. But since that growth has taken place, friends of friends have come, and they're law students, or they're history major or psych major or something, and they're learning how to expand their professional growth, because they don't have those classes like SBS 300 or 200 or Career Start, something like that, to help them. So it's not that big of a crowd, but hopefully it gets bigger. I think it would affect and benefit most members that aren't part of the business school more, but the business school, it's their homework to do those things, so if they come by, they can get it done during activities period, while connecting with other individuals.
That's really, really fun. And so then, I'm hearing a little about, so I know you became the president this semester, so I feel like it's harder with clubs that have already been on campus when they get passed down from other, club presidents' hands. Sometimes you find that there's, different ebbs and flows of, people coming, people joining, and then sometimes they'll fall off a little bit. How has it been trying to almost revive women in business? Has it been something you've been enjoying? Is it exciting? Is it difficult? What has that been like?
I would say we've rebranded a little bit just to put ourselves out there more. When we first started, we didn't have that much of a crowd to we didn't have an email list to go off of, so we were a little underprepared. But now that it was my first time leading an e-board, and it was my first time having an e-board in the first place, it was also all of their first time being on an e-board, so we didn't really understand the official process at first. It took us 2 weeks. We got our feet on the road, and kept running.
Kept running from there, and here you are now.
Here we are now.
But it seems like you guys have it pretty set. We're so far into the first semester of you guys doing it, of you being with your e-board, and so far you guys are going pretty well. At least it looks like.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think we've grown so much as a club. We've gone from having 6 consistent members to having 15. So I think our attendance is going up, and that's just staying consistent. We have so many events where we have headshots, and there's 30 people that show up, and then we have a workshop where 35 people show up. We have a panel where 60 people show up. But then we'll have those small events where it's just a general meeting, or we ordered kava one day just to do a study session, and that's where 15 to 20 people show up. And then friends of friends come, so
that's where that comes in.
It's consistent but inconsistent, just depending on the day and the event.
What the event is. Okay, now I'm hearing a little about your headshot event, your networking events, your resume building events. What would you say so far has been your favorite event that you've gotten to be in charge of while president?
I would say the most involved I was solely for an event was a conference that we just hosted with SUMA, the Management Association, and Graduate Women in Business. We had 3 panelists come in, and we worked with Joanna Trainer, one of the professors here.
She's wonderful.
It was really cool. I mean, we had pamphlets, we had catering. It was my first time hosting a real event at Suffolk, so I really thoroughly enjoyed it, and collaborating with other club presidents as well. So I'm looking forward to December 6th hosting our next event. It was our first big event, I'd say. But Headshots was also really fun. We went to Beacon Hill, Acorn Street, I believe. And
the prettiest street in Beacon Hill, of course.
Yeah, it was very touristy, I can say that. But it was a good vibe. I think those were my favorite just because I talked to more people during that time. I networked. I got to put myself out there. I got to put my club out there. And everybody just seemed to interact more and engage with each other more.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that seems like a lot of fun. And I feel like it would be really easy to form really natural connections in those types of settings where it's not necessarily that you're going not the fact that you're going to a networking event, but just the fact that you guys have such similar like ambitions and goals, and just getting together. I feel like that seems really, really fun.
And who doesn't need a headshot?
And who doesn't need a headshot? Like, who doesn't need a headshot?
Because anybody can join, and that's just for anybody's professional growth, I think.
Yeah.
So a law student can come by and get their headshot, and they
Mm-hmm.
can connect with the business student over anything.
Now, I'm thinking here, I feel like you've touched a lot of bases over the course of one semester. You've done a lot of events that have been fairly, like, really successful. If you could have, like, a dream collab with maybe, like, with another club meeting or another club, is there a club that you haven't quite gotten yourself introduced to yet that you know? It could literally anything on campus.
I'm not sure. I would say maybe this is a hard one. I don't know.
Yeah. There's so many different clubs.
So we have a couple of things planned for next semester, but I don't want to give it up yet.
Okay.
No, it's confirmed,
So keep it under wraps. You're keeping it under wraps for now.
That's what I'm thinking. I think we're keeping it under wraps just to wait till the Instagram posts come out.
Okay. Wait. So this is really exciting. This is actually
we have some big things coming next semester. We have 6 collaborations next semester.
6 collaborations is crazy work, and that's over the course from January to March.
April.
Perfect. That's going to be so beautiful. I'm so excited for you.
Me too. It's going to be so. And International Women's Day is going to be in March, same as Women's History Month. So we're going to have some good things coming then. So stay tuned.
Okay. Well, that kind of wraps us up for today's episode. Unless there's anything else you'd like to talk about coming up for your club. Give any of the listeners any information that you'd like them to know about where you guys meet, when you meet.
Yeah, of course. So our last event for the semester will be December 6th. It will be from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. We're going to be collaborating with the Legal Association and the Marketing Association.
Oh, perfect.
And we'll have a speed networking and mocktail mingle with, I believe, 5 alumni coming. And they'll just share a little bit about their professional growth and where they got so far. And then next semester we'll be meeting every Tuesday, activities period.
Perfect.
And the location's to be determined, but it'll be on our Instagram, and it's at WIB Suffolk.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Now, last thing we're going to do before we close out for the day, if you want to look in the camera and give a quick 30-second elevator pitch about why people should join your club, why people should join your club, or anything, go right ahead.
Okay. I would say that if you are someone who is looking for a community, looking for opportunities to grow your career and don't know where to start, Women in Business is a great place for you to just start. We're not too high maintenance. You can show up whenever you want. We don't need you to attend every single meeting. If you need to attend other clubs to grow your career, please do. But if you find even one event interesting, it's worth showing up and just coming by and checking us out.
Okay, perfect. Well, that's all we have for you guys today. If you guys want to get involved with the Let's Go Clubbin podcast, you can reach out to us on Suffolk in the Hub's Instagram at Suffolk in the Hub, or you can shoot me a DM on Instagram at Imani. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.